past 2 decades, Microsoft has turned the Xbox brand into a veritable juggernaut in the console gaming space. The Xbox Series X and Series S, the combined 4th generation of the Xbox, have sold over 21 million units, and the Xbox One, which was still supported until 2023, sold over 58 million units worldwide. As Microsoft shifts its focus towards supporting console and the PC gamers alike with the Game Pass subscription service, there's never been a larger ecosystem of Xbox consoles to choose from. The future of the Xbox seems more than ever to rest in the hands of game developers, as original IPs like Scorn and Pentiment become just as important as fan-favorite franchises such as Halo and Gears of War. Here's a list of the best games you can buy right now, including entries for Xbox One, Xbox Series X and S, and PC Game Pass. Starfield, released in September 2023, had a lot of gamers waiting with bated breath. This was Bethesda Game Studios' first new IP in well over a decade. Depicting a gritty and industrial version of humanity's future amid the stars, the game sees the player booted from their simple mining job to join a planet-hopping adventure, racing the mysterious Starborn to discover important artifacts scattered around the universe. State of Decay 2 Juggernaut Edition. State of Decay 2 may have just looked like another zombie survival game when it was released in May 2018, but instead, players were treated to an immersive role-playing game that let them define a community attempting to survive and thrive in a post-apocalyptic world ruled by the undead. Whether that success hinged upon establishing law and order, creating a burgeoning trade empire, or carving out a vicious empire was up to you. Halo Infinite. Halo 5 Guardians was a real downer, leaving our burly green space marine in a bit of a bind as he was forced to hunt down his longtime AI companion Cortana as she grew increasingly rampant. But Halo Infinite, which was released in December 2021, was an emotional reset. When Master Chief crash lands on a new Halo ring, he needs to make peace with his past as he moves quickly to save scattered squads of USMC Marines trapped by the banished warband of ex-Covenant fighters. New tools and returning vehicles help players traverse the first open-world Halo game as Master Chief displays his mastery of hefty choppers, glass cannon wasps, and more. Fallout 76. When it was released on the Xbox One in October 2018, Fallout 76, Bethesda's open-world multiplayer entry in the franchise, was a mess. There's no sugarcoating it. Post-apocalyptic Appalachia was broken and rife with game-breaking bugs. But like No Man's Sky and Cyberpunk 2077, this game proves that years of TLC can transform a dud into an all-time great. Today, Fallout 76 is one of the best cooperative, massively multiplayer looter shooters on the market. A consistent update cycle has reproduced locales that longtime Fallout fans will be thrilled to see, including a Nuka world-themed show operating out of the ash heap and a small slice of Fallout 3's cutthroat city of Pitt. Senua Saga Hellblade 2. Rally Senua's fighting spirit once more as she fights to free her people from vicious slavers in Senua Saga Hellblade 2, a psychological horror third-person action game released in May 2024. A protagonist fighting on 3 fronts, Senua takes on Norse legends, sees the worst of humanity, and fights a war within as she grapples with psychosis. There are no heroes in Hellblade, only broken people like Senua trying their best to heal their wounds and break toxic cycles perpetuated by their ancestors. Sea of Thieves. Rare's March 2018 release invited players to weigh anchor and loot, pillage, and treasure hunt to their heart's content. In Sea of Thieves, players are free to carve their own stories out of the open world, braving the seas and supernatural threats hiding throughout the game's many islands. Minecraft. Ever since Microsoft acquired Mojang Studios in September 2014, Minecraft has been an ever-present staple of the Xbox ecosystem. A marvel in procedurally generated world building, even by today's standards, Minecraft allows players to mine, build, trade, and adventure to their heart's content before taking on epic bosses like the Ender Dragon, the Wither, or the Warden. Forza Horizon 5. The most recent installment in Microsoft's premier racing franchise, Forza Horizon 5 took fans to a sunny, carefree Mexican playground in November 2021. Players are able to drive their favorite vehicles through a wealth of new exotic environments, including tropical jungles, arid deserts, and winding canyons. Grounded. Get ready to step into the scariest possible version of Honey, I Shrunk the Kids, surviving the horrors lurking in a suburban backyard in this September 2022 release. Up to 4 players can play as the amnesiac children Pete, Max, Willow, and Hoops as they brave new dangers, collect vital resources, and start to uncover the shady corporate plot behind sci-fi shrinking tech. Call of Duty Black Ops 6. Treyarch's newest entry in the Call of Duty franchise is one of its best outings in recent years. It's a return to a more arcade-like, free-moving FPS fun that reveres previous entries in the series. Call of Duty Black Ops 6 follows Frank Woods and his fresh team of covert operatives as they go on the lam, framed by an enemy within the CIA. Trusting no one but themselves, everyone on the other side of the gun is a potential enemy, whether they stand on foreign or domestic soil. Hi-Fi Rush. Released in January 2023, Hi-Fi Rush is a rhythmic hack-and-slash adventure marching to the beat of its own drum. Players step into the shoes of Chai, whose cybernetic limb replacement procedure goes wrong when his music player is embedded in his chest, unlocking a musical connection with the world. When the Vandalay Technologies Corporation labels Chai a defect, he has to fight for his life and uncover a deeper conspiracy unfolding behind the scenes. In order to succeed, players need to play to the beat, as every action taken in combat is performed alongside the game's OST. Scorn. Inspired by the works of H.R. Giger and Zdzislaw Beksinski, Scorn, which was released in October 2022, is a survival horror adventure spanning a vast biomechanical nightmare. Following in the narrative footsteps of From Software, players are given only vague insights into the story and the world around them. In the aftermath of a devastating war, only wastelands like the crater and automated superstructures like the Assembly are left behind. Gears 5. Locust killing action made a triumphant return with Gears 5. The latest entry in the Gears of War franchise shifted the focus from JD Phoenix to Kai Diaz, promising answers to long-standing questions regarding the Locust's origins. With the Swarm united under a new leader, it's time to reactivate the Hammer of Dawn superweapon to defend humanity once more. Valheim. Initially released in February 2021 for PC gamers, Xbox One and Xbox Series X players first got their chance to step into the 10th realm back in March 2023. In Valheim, you play as a mighty Viking, but there's a catch. You're dead right off the rip. Instead of drinking mead in Valhalla, you find yourself in Valheim, the Norse purgatory. Now you and up to 9 other Vikings have to work together to build a stronghold to survive this strange realm and ultimately defeat 7 boss enemies to earn Odin's favor. Quantum Break. While Remedy might be better known for Alan Wake and Control, its April 2016 release was an altogether different experiment in pushing the boundaries of video game storytelling. Players take on the role of Jack Joyce, a man with time manipulation powers who's trying to stop the coming of the end of time. But the catch is that his ex-best friend, Paul Serene, is standing in his way, with superpowers of his own and an entire private military at his beck and call.